What's up? What's going on? Thank you, everybody who's been tuning in. I apologize for not posting a lot of videos like I'm supposed to. Like every time I start, like I just stop. I get discouraged. But thank everybody who's been commenting, liking, subscribing to my channel. Just want to talk a little bit, okay, about depression. About depression. I've had a long day today. But before I say any of that, let me just advise everybody I repeat, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not any type of physician. So I'm just giving my personal opinion and thoughts about depression. So please do not take advice from me, But okay, boom. So today was like I don't know, um first of all, I woke up at like 2 something in the morning, which is nothing new because I have insomnia. I have severe insomnia, so I wake up about 3, 4, sometimes more than that times a night. It just depends. If I'm drinking, I'm good. If I smoke, I'm good. But most of the time, I do get up in the middle of the night. I do not take medication. However, I really think that I'm gonna get some type of antidepressant. And I mean, a lot of people they medicate themselves different ways. I do agree that marijuana is very for me, but I don't smoke it on the regular. That's not me, so I'm not about to just join that wave. Not knocking nobody to smoke because I absolutely don't think nothing's wrong with smoking. But anyway, back into this. I woke up around 2 something. I start walking around crying, and like now these days, like I'm very emotional. And at first I used to think, oh, because my cycle coming on, or maybe because I'm getting older, like why do I just really get this emotional? And um for y'all who do know me, y'all know that I have been through a lot. And a lot of people go through stuff, and it's a part of life. Everybody deal with their stress different, but everybody has some kind of depression, or they've been through depression or something in their life. Like it's nobody perfect. Like people kill me thinking like, oh, if you say that you depressed or stressed or something, you're crazy. And um a lot of people like to sweep depression under the rug, but it's like, in my opinion, it's starting to get more severe and more serious than ever because of the way this world is going with the president and the recession and people just dropping like flies. It's just really getting hectic out here. And me personally, I have been through the most. The most. Not the worst, because they always say it's somebody that's always um going through something worse than you. But I do thank God and thank the people who's sincerely been there. But sometimes I get to a point like I don't really want to be around nobody. So when people think, like a lot of times people want me to do something, or let's go to the movies, or let's go out to eat or something. I'm like, no, because a lot of people don't know, but some years ago, maybe when I was like in my early 20s, I got diagnosed with agoraphobia. A lot of people don't know what that is. But see, I do my research. And I'm not the type of person, I don't just let no psychiatrist label me or say something and I just run with it. But I really do my research. But agoraphobia, basically, to sum it up, is basically like you have a fear of big crowds or a lot of people. It's not really a fear. It's just you get terrible anxiety. Sorry about my hand in the camera, but you get terrible anxiety. That's why a lot of times I go in Walmart, I go to the mall or whatever. And it's crazy because I used to work in the mall, but I get bad anxiety, and people think like I'm joking or oh you tripping, you'll be good or whatever. But people don't know, like I really do. And this is not to have nobody feel sorry for me or anything, but this is the truth. Like um I feel like when there's people around, a lot of people, first of all, I don't mind a lot of people that I deal with, if I fool with you. But if first of all, I go in Walmart, if the lines are long, I get I automatically get aggy. And I think that kind of stems from me living in New York and people, in the bodega and talking and you in a rush and you trying to hurry up and get out of there and they want to stand around the counter. So that comes from that too. And then on point when I first came to New York, like a couple of times with me coming to New York, I went through a couple of different experiences with people that, did some grimy shit to me, I was real vulnerable, so now I'm just more on point. Um so it takes me back to this disorder that I have. And no, it's not severe. I can be around people, but um today I was very, very like depressed, and I knew why, but I was just over it because I'm the type of person like I like to I like to see everybody happy. I like to see people happy. I like to do stuff for people. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, why you do this for this person? Why you being this way?" Because as crazy as it might sound, like, and me being the person I am, and a lot of people can't understand that I'm a very outspoken person. It's crazy that a lot of people cling to me, and as I get older, I've learned forgiveness. So, you know, I tend to, you know, um, my heart is not like a lot of people. So when I'm stressed out and depressed, sometimes I just shut myself out. It ain't nothing personal towards nobody at all. It's a lot of things that I'm going through, and you know, it's always the saying, be strong, keep the faith, pray, give it to God. But sometimes in reality though, you really just be like, fuck that. Like, why this happening to me? Like, why I got to be the one going through this? And I don't never compare myself to no, like some people, they'll look at somebody else's life, compare themselves to their life, like, oh, so and so got this, why can't I have it? I don't do that. Because I honestly do feel like God has everybody's life already planned the way He wanted. But at the same time, sometimes it's like I'm tired of being strong, and it really took a lot. Like people don't even understand the level of my depression. Like I really felt like I was at like I have never felt like this. Like my I was going in and out, in and out. My body was going into a trance, and my mind, and I really, and I went and smoked a cigarette, and then I said, God, I bent over on the chair and I said, God, help me, please, don't let me do this, because I don't want to get like that, and I know deep down inside, like I don't want to. I know I'm not weak, but I was just over it. Like I was over everything because it's so much that I endure, that I take in on a regular basis. That the average person. Sorry, guys, jumping back into this, my camera cut off. But anyway, um, it's a lot of stuff that I go through that the average would have been broke down. And I got to that point today, like, and I still feel like this. I still feel like this. I'm just a little bit more calmer now. Because my boyfriend, sorry y'all, I have allergies, but my boyfriend, like, me and him talk, and he asked me what was wrong, and I was like, nothing, and he was like, you sure? And I was like, nothing, nothing, babe, nothing. Like, he was like, yes, it is. I know you. Something is wrong, and I like down broke down crying. And I don't know if it's because this is the week that I lost my father 4 years ago, and that was my best friend, or what. But I knew, like, the way I cried, and usually people that know me and know when I cry, I usually cry for a couple seconds and then I'm done. It's out. But I really broke down. I really broke down. And it ain't even about, sorry, y'all, my nose running, my allergies, whatever. But I really broke down, and I really thank God for this man, because like y'all don't even understand, and this man is incarcerated, and he still makes sure. He was like, I don't like to see you cry. Like, people don't understand, that's really my better half. When people say better half, he is really my better half. He is a gift from God. He's gonna always, it don't matter what happens in life, he's gonna always have a special place in my life, because his words just made me feel so much better. The things that he told me, and he let me get it out. And sometimes crying is good. It's all right to cry. It don't mean you're a punk if you cry. Like, fuck what everybody say. Like, and this is the thing. People always think that if you vulnerable, you emotional at that time, then you soft, you're a punk. Or, like, a lot of people walk around with this facade, like, oh, this can't happen to them, ain't nothing wrong with them, or they good, they don't have problems. Everybody has problems, okay? That's life. That's a part of life. Everybody has problems. But everybody deals with their problems how they deal with them. I don't like my problems rubbing off on other people. If it's something within me. But if it's something that somebody has done to me, or I'm feeling away, oh no. I feel like I'm not gonna hold that. Like, I'm already going through enough. I'm not gonna sit here and be holding on to that too. Like, I really feel like, everybody's supposed to be able to speak their mind, and everybody is not gonna like, excuse me, everybody is not gonna like what you say and how you. I wish this place stopped texting me. I don't work for Polo no more. But anyway, everybody is not gonna like what you say. Everybody not gonna like how you say it. But it is what it is. Because, like, it took me a long time to get to the point. I'm happy. I'm not happy where I'm at in life, but I'm happy with who I have become as a woman, a strong woman. Because a lot of y'all who know me from back in the day, y'all know that I wasn't as strong as I am now. I've always been feisty or whatever, but I feel like it's a time, it's a place. But to actually have a voice, it took me many years to actually have self-esteem, even though I'm not where I want to be as far as like my weight and different things. But that's physical things. But as far as me, like, mentally being strong and speaking up, and I used to let people run all over me all the time and hold stuff in. Don't want to say nothing. But I got to that point that it's better to say something, because if you don't, you're gonna explode. And see, today I was very depressed, and I still am. It's not like, oh, okay, yeah, my man talked to me and stuff. And a couple other people hit me up too. Salute to them too. So I'm not gonna just say it was just him, but he played a big factor because he know what I'm going through. He's like, honestly, he's like my diary. And no, I don't tell him everything because you never supposed to tell. Never. Ladies, you never supposed to tell a man everything. Because a man is not going to tell you everything. That's my opinion. So, people can sit there and be like, oh, my man tell me everything. No. Because I don't tell my man everything, and I'm pretty sure my man hasn't told me everything. And that's fine. That's cool. Whatever. But as far as me venting, he's there. He's there for me. He's always been there for me. Regardless if he locked up or not, he's always been there. And it really made me, just by talking to me for those 30 minutes and let me cry and this and that, it really made me feel better. And I think everybody who has, who lets me vent and talk, and I know sometimes I seem like a nag or whatever, and oh Lord, here she go again, because a lot of times I will rant and rave on Facebook all day, rant and rave, and sometimes honestly, it might seem like that, but sometimes writing, because when I was little, I wanted to be a writer. Now I have arthritis, so it's a little bit harder for me to write, but writing sometimes it helps me feel better. It's therapeutic to me. So a lot of times, I go off and stuff like that. But that's just me personally. But, back to the depression situation. Depression is very serious, and, I'm going to make me an appointment. This is not I've had plenty of psychiatric evaluations. They never say nothing is like that serious. They'll say, oh, you suffer from mild depression, anxiety, different things. But not like, oh, she's bipolar, whatever. Not like that. Nothing. But I'm pretty sure it's different levels of having bipolar. So I'm pretty sure most people, and this is a known fact, most people are bipolar. It's different levels of bipolar, okay? And most people are. You can Google it, look it up. Because I wanted to be, and I still want to be a psychiatrist. That's like a passion for me to, talk to. That's why I do these YouTube videos, because I want to kind of talk and touch people that's, on I can relate to, or, so they don't have to feel like they're alone. But, depression is very serious, and I just wish people wouldn't, went and just step on it and laugh at people and, oh, you crazy, you bipolar, you something wrong with you. But people don't really know, like, depression can kill you. It really can. It really can. Like, it's serious. I have been battling depression for years. Depression runs in my family. This and that. I just thank God and my Father, whoever is watching over me in heaven, that, I haven't did nothing crazy. And luckily, I'm not at that point with it to where I feel like I want to do something crazy. But I do have my times when I want to snap the fuck out, when I want to say fuck everything. And I don't do this. Sometimes I get to the point I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Stop asking me, am I alright? If I say something is wrong, something is wrong. Why would you come back and ask me, am I alright? That's how I feel. I know that's rude, and I know people just, and sometimes I be feeling like people just trying to be nosy. Like, do you really care? Do you really, really care? Or do you really just want to know what the fuck going on so you could go run your mouth to the next person? But see, this is the thing. This is why I started a YouTube channel. This is why I don't mind opening up and exposing a little bit of myself, because I don't care. I'm at that point in my life. I don't give a fuck what nobody think, what nobody say, okay? People done told so many lies on me, drag my name in the dirt, all that fake love, act like they fuck with me and they don't. I see all that, but it's all good. I'm not worried about it because I know how to handle people. I know how to deal with people. So every time a motherfucker think, oh, they they got the best of me, like, nobody can never, as far as a human on this earth, can ever get under my skin. Nobody. And that's the truth. I done got to that point because if I keep going around letting people dictate my life and judge me and lie and let that shit bring me down, I'm going to be stressed forever. That's not what's stressing me out. What's stressing me out is different little personal things that's going on in my life. Things that I feel like I could have changed or avoided or whatever. Things like that. But as far as a human, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But stop playing and stop thinking that depression is a game, because it's really not a game. It's really not. It's really not. The suicide rate has went up. People are snapping out and killing. Not saying I'm gonna do none of that. Not justifying what people do. So as far as murdering and doing all this, not justifying it, but it's very serious. And a lot of people, they sweep it under the rug because, they so busy worrying about, oh, I don't want to go talk to a counselor. I don't want to get on medication. I don't want to tell nobody, because they want to walk around, make it seem like, and they so busy trying to judge and dictate everybody else that they too busy. They blind to see what the fuck going on with them. And most of the time when somebody judging you, it's something wrong with them. I don't give a fuck about nobody else. I know something wrong with me. I know something wrong. That's why I'm going to get the proper help or whatever I need, because I'm doing it for me. Because I don't want to be one of these people who are strung out on drugs or something, or walking around and lost my mind because I didn't get the proper help that I needed. I'm doing this for Hazel, for Red. I'm doing it for me. So, and my kids too, because I don't want them to feel like, oh, their mother's bugged out. But I am. I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out. And even by doing this video, it just helped me open up. I'm about to cut it short because I'm definitely going to talk some more about depression. Definitely. But shout out to everybody who has been taking the time and watching my page. Comment, like, subscribe. Hazel Sunshine, deuces. I'm out. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all.